Many of you have been asking me to talk about the stages of twin flame union. Everyone's path will be a little bit different, but today I'll give you the stages as I've experienced them. Let's dive right in. First stage, encountering your twin flame. This may feel like this person is home to you, or you may have a deeper inner knowing that something is different about them. They aren't like the other partners you've had. You can see a vulnerability about this person. One of you, if not both of you, will find the relationship very intense and try to find ways around dealing with that tension. You will either use escape hatches or coping mechanisms as a smokescreen, trying to pretend it's not there. Issues come up between the two of you, and they come up so fast you can't possibly tackle them all. You feel torn because there is an inner knowing those issues should be worked through. Yet every time you try, another obstacle gets thrown on the path. You enter into a state of confusion because your inner knowing is telling you to leave and stay all at the same time. And this leads us to the second stage, when one of the partners runs. And I'm not talking about when they leave for a day or a week and then they come back. I'm not talking about that on and off again cycle that a lot of twin flames go through. I'm talking about when they block you, ghost you, or ask you to never speak to them again. They aren't just walking away, they run with a full dismissal of anything that ever happened between the two of you. They will be acting in ways you have never seen them act before. They seem to turn cold, and you begin to wonder if what you experienced with them was even real. You went from a full-blown connection to unrequited love. The third stage is when you realize they aren't coming back, and yet you can't forget them. This isn't like other connections you've had before. You feel obsessive. You beat yourself up because you can't get through one shower without these massive thoughts blowing up in your mind. You will feel stuck during this stage. Why can't you find a way out of this? Anger usually surfaces here. Anger for the person that left you. Possibly anger towards yourself for letting this happen or not being able to get over them. Anger for even being in this life, on this planet, on this twin flame journey. This might be where your first dark night of the soul occurs. Stage 4 is where you decide you have to do something about this. You begin to search online about unrequited love, or ghosting, or blocking, no contact, or on-again, off-again relationships. And the strangest thing then begins to happen. Although you may have searched for this stuff before and only gotten results about how to get over someone, this time is different. You find information about twin flames. You read about how two people are split apart so that they can heal and come back together, how they are on a journey of spiritual ascension. You feel your first hit of enlightenment and universal validation. This is the beginning of your spiritual awakening. You learn about running and chasing. You start to heal the things that you didn't know were causing problems in your life. You may set out to find a twin flame coach to help you on this crazy journey. You'll begin to lose friends here. The more you change, the more they don't understand you anymore. And if you mention twin flames, they will say you must be in a cult. You begin to feel unconditional love come inside of you, and when you explain it to your friends, they equate that to you wanting a toxic relationship. So you seek deeper knowledge about this journey. You may even enter healing work or shadow work as an attempt to get over this person, but it won't work. And you begin to see these weird synchronicities, things that don't make sense here in the physical world. They are confirmations that this is your twin flame. Stage 5. This stage is all about surrender. In stage 4, you began to try to detach from this person. Every time you did detach, another synchronicity would come along, each one bigger than the last. There are the little ones like angel numbers and seeing their car, but they get more intense and more meaningful as you go. Like maybe you start a detachment phase and then turn on a new program where the lead actor looks like the spitting image of your counterpart. Or you ask the universe, if this is real, show me a car like theirs in the next minute. And then it actually happens. You start to realize that it is impossible for these things to be a coincidence. You realize something else is going on here. You aren't making this up, and you don't seem to be able to change it. So you decide to just let it happen. You decide to flow into the state of surrender. You begin to see that the universe is your co-creator, that it is conspiring with you to give you what you want, if only you just let it. Stage 6. This stage is all about union with yourself. You begin to understand what love really is, that love doesn't carry conditions, that you actually care about your counterpart, not because of something that they give you in the physical, but something that is given to you in a higher dimension. Not even given to you really, but it is just there. It can't be added to or taken away from. It exists and only feels like it doesn't when you resist it. During this stage, you will most likely have lost all your friends and entered a stage of isolation. This is where you will begin to connect with your spirit guides and possibly have third eye activations. You will see visions of your twin flame in the future, many years down the line. The person you see in those visions is the real them, the person that has dealt with their karma, transmuted trauma, and transformed into someone different. You begin to acknowledge that that is who they really are. You are leveling up yourself and realize you can only accept a partner who has done the work to level up as well. Stage 7. In either stage 6 or 7, you will enter a twin flame mission or purpose. You fully acknowledge that you are here to help the collective raise their vibration. You realize the twin flames were brought here to the planet to spread love and fight this spiritual war, and that a relationship with your twin flame comes secondary to everything else. You still strongly love this person, but obsessive thoughts are now just caring thoughts, more like butterflies that float around your head, and you smile when you think of your counterpart. I'm not going to lie and say that you don't care about union, but you come to have an understanding that they will always be your catalyst for ascension, for finding yourself, and finding what you really want out of this short life on the planet. You realize that the love between the two of you was what you got a glimpse of in the very beginning. That just because it hasn't manifested in the physical doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Because you realize love is less to do with love languages and more about what you open your heart chakra to. That this person makes you want to fight for global love and peace more than any other thing or person could. Your life changes during this stage. People from your past probably won't even recognize you. You no longer need love, you are love. You enter your divine feminine, and no one can take it away from you. You may even get these strange confirmations from the universe about future union with your partner, and you learn to just accept everything for what it is. You are now in flow. You understand that separation is working for you. You know that union will work for you. Hell, you even know that if union never happens, everything is still working for you. You understand that the dark brings the light, and you welcome all the experiences that you go through. Now, like I said, everyone's journey is different. If you'd like to comment below on how yours has been, I welcome it. And I'm sure others will relate. Please take a moment to like this video. Much love to all of you, and I will see you in the next one.